Great, they have home court now. What do they need to do to take advantage of this opportunity?
And, Kevin, these are the games where, I feel like you need to make big shots because the teams are close. One or two plays either way could decide this thing. That's why you have to value every possession early.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. The guard and off guard are Lillard and Trent. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. And it's Kuzma in at the small forward position. Trent passes to Giannis. Lillard from outside. Rebound by the Celtics.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Now that's big-time hops right there. White bouncing off the floor like a pogo stick and just throwing it down.
Lillard finds Giannis. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Giannis has got his second bucket of the game to go. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with Joe Mazzulla. Talking about Damian Lillard, coach admitted they're zoned in with slowing him down. Coach said we know how dangerous he can be. Now we're prepared to mix it up and throw different defenders at him if possible. We don't want him to find his comfort zone. A difficult strategy to pull off, guys.
Thank you, David. The Celtics have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Holiday with it. Lillard picks him up. Here's Tatum. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
Tell you what, Tatum using his length for positioning inside, able to operate well in the paint.
Kuzma kicks to Antetokounmpo. Lillard outside. Antetokounmpo dishes to Lillard. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Tatum. Mr. Porzingis. And the rejection by Giannis. And the double up Antetokounmpo. Trent outside. Giannis right side. Shot clock at 6. Lillard.
Is Dame trying to get in the dunk contest? Looked like it on that incredible finish.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Outside Holiday. For the 3. And Tatum the bucket on the assist by Holiday. Tatum's got 5.
You got to D up Tatum from deep. He's got that kind of range.
Antetokounmpo passes to Kuzma. It's good.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Tatum against Giannis. Tatum's shot is off. The Bucks trail. Here's Antetokounmpo. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
You know, this is where Giannis still does most of his damage. He has the size, athleticism, and shot repertoire to hurt you inside.
The Celtics have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Kuzma against Brown. Outside White. Tatum with the screen on Trent. Here's White. And White slams it in.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Milwaukee with a whole new lineup now. 29 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Porter kicks to Prince. Now here's Porter. He's covered closely. Off target at the rim. The Celtics with the lead. Outside Tatum. Beyond the arc. And the 3-ball is good. Tatum's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Celtics.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. And we welcome you back to Game 4 on 2K Sports. And the Celtics guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
Tatum in the front court alongside Horford. And it's Pritchard in at the point guard position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. And finished off by Porter.
With his vert, Porter Jr. has no issues getting to the rim.
And the Celtics with possession here. Tatum looking around. No good on the 3. On offense here, the Bucks trailing by 2. From deep, Prince. Jason Tatum grabs the board. Tatum gets it to go inside.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Jackson finds Portis. Now here's Porter. His 3-pointers off the mark. Tatum against Jackson. Fires the 3. Tatum with another miss.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Changes here for the Celtics. Porzingis is checked in for Luke Cornett, and it's Drew Holiday in for Al Horford. Milwaukee also making some changes. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Bobby Portis. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Jackson, and Lillard subbed in for Kevin Porter. And there's the block, just stops it cold and takes possession. Here's Sims. Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow.
Hey, with that length, Porzingis is always a threat to block shots. I mean, when he matches that length with really good energy and awareness, he can be a good defender.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over-anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Here's Pritchard. Hopping on the board. Shoots over Lillard. Pritchard gets the bucket. Pritchard's got the lead up to 4 now for the Celtics.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Boy, the added work in the weight room for Giannis coming into play there. I mean, you got to send an army to try to stop this guy.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. The Bucks making a change here.
Substitution on the court.
And Boston has possession. Porzingis can't hit.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Here's Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
Boy, I love this from Kuzma. When he attacks with this kind of ferocity and confidence, watch out. Hide and protect the children.
Holiday, the pass to Horford. Back to Holiday. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. They get it again. Horford from outside. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Milwaukee. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter, and it's good for 2.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Here's Brown. The 9-footer's on the mark. Brown's got the game tied up here for the Celtics.
You know, when Brown has that jump shot working, guys, he's very hard to slow down. Nice looking release on his shot.
Outside Porter. Back to Lillard. 5 on the clock. Jackson kicks to Porter. Over White. Porter, no luck.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the court.
So the clock runs out with the score tied going into halftime. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
Greetings, one and all. The postseason drama we love, and no disappointment here.
They're hitting at a high clip. Some shots have been wide open, some tightly contested.
And as the ball continued to fall through the net, you could see their confidence growing. Looking at how the Celtics... Thank you for being with us.
Get back to the action on the court. One of the stories here, Jason Tatum getting it done today.
And with all the pressure he must have felt coming into this one, it didn't faze him one bit. Fantastic start.
Yeah, you know, I think he relishes the pressure, especially in a big game like this one. He really eats that stuff up.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, Jackson is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then it's Taurean Prince. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Sims in its center.
We've come to expect plays like that from Brown. He won't waste any opportunity to throw it down.
Giannis outside. And he elevates for the slam dunk. Jason Tatum did not like that one.
How about the flash by Antetokounmpo? I mean, just an insanely talented athlete who loves to punish that rim.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Here's Holiday. Milwaukee with the rebound.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lane.
Lillard dishes to Antetokounmpo. Unloads. And there's Lillard. That's good on the assist by Giannis. Lillard's got the lead up to 2 now for the Bucks. Holiday, the pass to Tatum. Down low. Here's Brown. Damian Lillard pulls it in. And for Milwaukee, their shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? Prince outside. Pass to Lillard. Taken away by Holiday. Tatum taking it in. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Tatum's athleticism as he drives, really impressive. I mean, just shredding the defense to pieces there.
Giannis kicks to Lillard. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Lillard's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Celtics trail by 3. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. A 3 from Tatum.
Over the years, we've really seen Tatum elevate his offensive game. Now he's a dynamic, multi-level scorer.
And the rejection by Tatum. Lillard dishes to Antetokounmpo. Lillard surveying the D. Kicks it out to Prince. Just 4 to shoot. He can't get that one to fall.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Back to White. This ball movement by Boston. Here's Tatum. Throws it down. JT.
Tatum clearly putting on a show in this one. Doing it all.
Giannis inside. White covering. Jackson misses. The Celtics have gone 4-6 in the field since the start of the third. There's Brown with the three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Now it's a 5-point Boston lead.
And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now for the game.
Yeah, it's not a surprise then to see them out in front the way they've been efficient offensively in this half and actually throughout the entire game.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Both teams deciding to change it up. Bucks trail by 5. Here's Porter. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Look, we've seen Kevin Porter Jr. go off for 50 in a game. He's got some serious skills on the offensive end.
And Porter drops them both. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Portis against Brown. There's the screen. A three-pointer, no good. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Milwaukee Bucks. It's a three-point game. Here's Trent. Portis, the pass to Kuzma. Back to Portis. 6 to shoot. Trent kicks to Porter. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Porter's got it all tied up now for the Bucks.
Porter Jr., we know he can create his own shot, but he also can knock down the catch-and-shoot jumper.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Pritchard, guarded by Porter. Brown the pass to Pritchard. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Pritchard's got 5 now.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Celtics out in front. They lead by 1. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And we're happy to have you back for more playoff basketball here in round 1. And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Allred. David?
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Doc Rivers said to his team. With the game in the balance, Coach was calm in the huddle. His main message, execution. He told his team to make sure to remember what they talked about during shoot-around. We've got a great ending in store, guys.
All right, David, thanks. Tatum in the front court alongside Horford. And it's Pritchard in at the point guard. That's the Boston 5.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game. After a first half where he had just 1 turnover, fellas, things have changed in the second. They're starting to pile up on him now.
Tatum against Kuzma. Fires at the elbow. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Tatum's got 9 points here in the second half. The Bucks trail. Giannis kicks to Lillard. Back to Giannis. Kicks it out to Lillard. Al Horford with the rebound. And for the Celtics, they're shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Here's Hauser. Drains it from beyond the arc. Hauser's got the lead up to 5 now for the Celtics.
He's got such outstanding vision for a big guy, and he's a willing passer. He knows the importance of keeping the ball moving.
Antetokounmpo finds Lillard. And it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist. Antetokounmpo's got 5 assists tonight. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. With some changes. Sims is checked in, and it's Jackson in for Antetokounmpo. Boston leading by 3. Brown the pass to Tatum. The Celtics working the ball around now. Oh, what strength and power from Tatum!
And it's going to take more than that to stop Tatum, a wing who can score in so many different ways.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Milwaukee making a switch. Bucks trail by 5. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Nifty move. Inside, Antetokounmpo, automatic.
When it comes to stuffing the stat sheet, Antetokounmpo does it very well in just about every category. But his greatest strength is he's a dominant scorer.
And that one, good.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking the back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense. You can see the confidence Lillard has by how cool and calm he is when they need a big bucket.
The 3 from Tatum sinks the triple. Tatum's got 14 points now in the second half.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine he was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Maybe the most highly skilled big man in our league. Giannis is also one of the most frequently fouled bigs in our game.
And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good.
Boy, he'd sure like to have that misback. Hard to chip away at a lead when you're leading freebies at the line. And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
And pushing it up, here's Boston. Outside, Porzingis fires the 3. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Porzingis.
When you look at the length of Antetokounmpo, it really makes it hard for him. As a matter of fact, most of the time, they have no chance to deal with it.
And he is unable to get the second one.
That one miss was huge. He had a chance to turn this into a one-possession game.
And Brown throws it down.
The athletic Brown with a big-time slam. You gotta defend him better than this.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Yeah, good job to take it right at him.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in.
You really have to appreciate and respect the spirit Giannis plays the game with, a beacon of energy and enthusiasm for his team. They all feed off of him, an attitude attitude of joy and unselfishness.
And so it's Holiday with it. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Here's Tatum. Milwaukee with the rebound.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
A second chance effort. Pass to Prince. Takes a three. Lopez kicks to Prince. Milwaukee, no good that time either. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Boston now. They lead by 7, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
You know, give them credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late.
Simply delaying the inevitable here. I mean, at this point, even if they miss the free throws, there's not enough time left.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Here's Rollins. It's money from deep.
Handling the ball like a guard. Giannis has become very proficient at doing damage with the pass.
And an intentional foul right there. Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're trailing by 7. Is what you're saying.
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
You know, maybe working on their 60-second drill, even if it doesn't pay off tonight, maybe for the future.
9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Trent gets the bucket.
You know, on defense, even on an inbounds play, you can't leave three-point shooters alone on the perimeter. They paid for it there.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try to extend the game.
Sure. It's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they got to try to manage it.
That ought to do it. I think any chance for a miracle comeback just went out the window with those freebies.
And so it's Boston scraping by with the win. And now they're sitting on a commanding 3-1 lead. They've grabbed this series. Thanks so much, David. Well, that'll do it for now. And you can join us.
As long as you living.